Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to have a little chat because I am back in town and I have not given my opinion on any of the great competition shows that we all love to chat about. So I said, let's do a quick catch up video before I jump into, Ostella this Friday. I didn't want to have to review two episodes at a time. So let's just catch up. So when Friday comes, we could just move it on right along. So, where do I want to start? Up first, let's have a quick little story time. You all know I canceled the weekend shows, Ostella, Kitchen Table Talk, because this weekend was my sister's 40th birthday weekend celebration. We were in Atlanta. All of her college friends came. Some of my friends from Memphis and ATL came. And we had a good time in Atlanta. You know me. Hey, everybody. Hey, Eric, Kamisha, Blink, Zuda. How y'all doing? You know, it wouldn't be a good trip to ATL if it wasn't any drama or if I didn't act up in some kind of way. So, the main thing I learned from this trip to Atlanta is I no longer want to take an early morning flight. Like my flight left at 7 a.m. I got to Atlanta at 8, like 8:15. Now I did that because with Southwest, usually that very first flight or that very last flight is the cheapest. So I took the cheapest flight, but your hotel room not ready to 3. So y'all don't need to hear all the backstories. For me to get to the airport by a 7 a.m. flight, which means I had to be there by 5 a.m., which means I had to leave my house at 4 a.m., which means I had to get up at 3:30 a.m. So I was already over it. Hey, Koki and everybody else in the chat that just came in. So 3:30 a.m. I'm up. I'm in Atlanta by 8:15. I get the rental car, I get my sister. We're off. The first thing she wanted to do was go to Slutty Vegan. None of us have ever been to Slutty Vegan, so it was a good time. I am not a vegan food girl, so I only ate the French fries. Slutty Vegan is high. I don't know if you all know. That stuff is high. It smelled really good. It was a really good turn up time. I had the French fries and I had my first drink. So whatever. That's enough about Slutty Vegan. If you're into vegan food, try it. I had a little piece of my sister's vegan Philly cheesesteak sandwich. It was great, but I wasn't spending $20 on it. Anyway, moving on. After that, we went to the Ponce de Leon market. Blink, this was this weekend. I was in Atlanta this weekend. Quick story time before we get into the shows. We went to the Ponce de Leon. I'm saying the shit wrong, but if you're from Atlanta, you know you know what I'm talking about. It was this new market in like this really old building that they kind of turned into a street market mall. It was a cute vibe. I think I would have enjoyed myself if I was not dead tired. Once we got to the mall, I just wanted to sit on one of the couches and lay down and take me a nap in the middle of the mall. I didn't care. I did. But Eric's like, nah, Angie, you got to get up, walk around with us. Da, da, da. And I was like, fine, okay, I have to be entertained. I have to be in the spirit. Let's go. We walked around the mall, did things you did in the mall. I'm calling the hotel. Is my room ready? Is my room ready? The room not ready. So finally, I'm at level 10, Angie. I'm ready to cuss the manager out. Let's go to the hotel. I want a room. We finally get to the hotel. They're like, your room not ready, but we can give you this room. Whatever. I take the room that was ready. And we were at the Embassy Suites because I do love a good Embassy Suites. And it was free drinks time. So instead of taking my dumb ass upstairs to take a quick nap, I said, ooh, let's go to the bar. It's free drinks. Let's get our free drinks. So I'm drinking all the margaritas I could drink in 30 minutes. After that, Friday night was a slumber party. So we went to the liquor store. We went to Target to get slumber party snacks. We went to this. I ain't gonna shop the lady. I ain't gonna even say her name because my sister says she ain't legal. But it's a lady in Atlanta who sells vegan food plates. My sister is a vegan, if you all ain't know. Vegan food plates mixed with marijuana. And she also does like edibles, like cookies and donuts and shit. So my sister went and got her vegan food. So I was tasting some of the rice mixed with the edible stuff. And so by the end of that night, I was you would call it fucked up. I was fucked up. Okay. That's what it was. And so the next day, when it's time to really turn up and party, we were supposed to go to a barbecue over my auntie house and whatever. I had a hangover. Like I had the hugest hangover because I didn't realize I didn't eat the day before because I didn't want to eat none of that slutty vegan food. So I had a huge hangover. So whatever. The next day they were supposed to go to a day party, but my sister went, I'm telling all her business. She went to her vegan weed friend and got some donuts and vegan jerk patties, Jamaican patties. Am I saying it wrong? I don't know. So my sister come back and eat all these weed donuts and Jamaican patties. And so as soon as they get to the day party, my sister is sick. So both Johnson sisters are sick. Like we both toe up. And we messing up the weekend fun. So we finally come back. My sister has to take a nap to sleep off all of her edibles. And now I'm finally up putting my makeup on because we going to the Lanithia Lounge. And I wanted to see Nene Leakes. Now, Nene, I'm mad at you. I'm really not mad. I knew it was a small chance that you might be there this weekend, but I was kind of hoping since it was Labor Day weekend, you would be kicking it at your lounge, but no, you was off in Vegas with Portia at the Usher show. Whatever. But no, I went to by the end of the night, by the end of Saturday night, everyone is sober and ready to get fucked up again. So we go to the Lanithia Lounge. I don't care what shady stuff y'all heard people say about that lounge on the internet. I had an amazing time. It wasn't as big as I thought, but it was the vibe that I thought it would be. It is, as they say, a Gen X hangout spot. You probably got to be 35 and older to appreciate the vibe. Great music. The food was amazing. The drinks were amazing. And I had a good time. We sat in there. I had smoked on some hookah the first time because I wanted to try it. And we just had a really good time. And we turned around. It was 12:30 at night. And I was like, bitch, we got to be back at the airport in 4 hours. What are we doing? So then we had to rush back to the hotel, pack up our stuff. We should not have even went to sleep. But we went to sleep for a few hours, got back on the plane home. So that was a trip. Outside of getting too drunk the first night, I had a good time. I'm not mad at it. I've learned, you all know by my age, I'm 44 years old. I can't turn up the way I used to. And I have to accept that. And I have not accepted that yet. I still want to be a 30-year-old drinking all the margaritas I could drink and think I could still maneuver through life. I'm still learning my turn up level for 44, but I had a good time. So that's the ATL story. It wasn't too traumatic. I did learn no more early morning flights. I will pay the extra to fly in at noon. I'm not getting up early for no more flights. Period. So that was a story time. Let's get into the shows. Where do we want to start? I feel like we should start with Love Island because that's the least I have to talk about. Any questions about the ATL? Or we could just jump into Love Island. I heard y'all say it was a fun birthday weekend. It was. The flight probably messed me up too because I was sleepy. We did a lot day one because the hotel wasn't ready. So we had to just mingle around ATL. But I don't have any complaints. I really don't. I just need to learn my turn up level. Yeah, it was a great time. I always have fun in Atlanta. Y'all know I used to live in Atlanta. I have a ton of friends in Atlanta, a ton of family. So it is what it is. I would love to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't think it would ever be an accident because I would see all the cameras and I'd be waving. I don't know how to act, y'all. I'm either going to be real shy or I'm going to be real turned up. One or the other. I'm never in between. Never in between. That came across my mind when she said Nene's Lounge. And the lounge was packed. The lounge was packed. Nene was not there. Her son, the youngest one, I don't know his name. The youngest son was there, kind of outside managing the situation, but I ain't care nothing about that youngest son, so I ain't really like, ooh, there go, because I don't even remember his name. So, but it was crowded. It was packed. You had to have a reservation. You just can't walk up in there, and it was nice. I would definitely go back. Check it out if you're ever in Atlanta and want to drive all the way to Duluth. Because I love Nene, I drove. But anyway, let's get into Love Island. Y'all put in the chat any questions or comments y'all have about Love Island real quick, because this is going to be 2 minutes. I watched that reunion. Why? Why did we have a reunion 3 days after the show was over? They said the couples haven't even moved outside of they haven't even been outside of the country yet. They haven't even experienced 2 hours in the United States as boyfriend and girlfriend, but we supposed to have a reunion. Like, I didn't learn anything from this. Congratulations to Timmy and Zeta. I did not watch the last episode. Once I found out Timmy and Zeta won, I ain't gotta watch nobody else play in nobody else's face. The people I voted for won. Congratulations. I hope you all make it. I hope you all can be a real couple. I don't see it for Deb and Jesse, and I damn sure don't see it for Isaiah and Sydney or anybody else that was on the island. The only part of the reunion that I was like, wow, was when Serenity said her and Tyler hooked up in New Orleans. And I was like, that kind of surprised me, because I didn't think Tyler was attracted to Serenity. I didn't think he really cared about Serenity. And I didn't think Serenity cared about Tyler either. But hey, they might have sparked a connection off camera in New Orleans. They said it's just a friendship, so it didn't seem like it was love in the air. It was just Serenity gave me the vibe of Chaz tried to play me for a fool, which he did. He did try to play you with that last speech when he sent you home. And she gave me the I want to get back and say whatever I got to say to seem like I'm the it girl vibe. Where a lot of what she said didn't have to be said for me. Still, I would have still considered her the it girl, but I felt like Serenity had a lot of get back in her. And I ain't mad at her. Chaz, I agree with everything Serenity said. Like, you could have just told her you didn't want to couple up with her. You didn't have to give that whole emotional thing and pick Kat. But he got his karma real quick because Kat didn't want him. This season of Love Island didn't give me what last season of Love Island gave. It was more dramatic. It was more switching and swapping. It did seem, as Jeff said, real buddy this season, because everybody in the finals was coupled up day one. And I don't believe that shit for nothing. But hopefully y'all do better next season. I want some more entertainment. I want some more realness. I want some more drama. And why wasn't Jeff there? Like, Jeff, I mean, they said he did something to Tiger Lily, but I don't follow them that much to know what he did to Tiger Lily. Tiger Lily wasn't there, was she? I don't know. But Jeff could have been there, because by you not being there, you let Naja have control of the story. And if you ask me, Naja ain't never wanted Jeff no way. So that's it for Love Island. Yes, they did the reunion real early. I just know all of them will be broken up by the end of this year, the latest February. I don't see half of them making it past September. And when I think about it, Sydney and Isaiah live completely different coasts. Isaiah in Miami, Sydney in LA, that shit ain't gonna work. Not no 21 and 22-year-old, and they can't even be faithful in a villa with each other. You think they about to be faithful thousands of miles away? No. I hope Zeta doesn't really live in London, because I don't see a London to wherever Timmy from working out either. But I'm gonna give it a few months, and I'm gonna be a liar to say I'm gonna follow their asses on Instagram. But y'all are DM me and tell me, so we'll get into that. Yeah, most of these people are 20 somethings. This just something entertaining for us to watch on TV. I don't expect anybody to get married here. On another note, Terrence finally got his karma. Okay, well, let's get into Big Brother because there's nothing else to say about the challenge. So, if you all didn't know, last week I took a huge break from Big Brother. Last week was Turner's HOH. Kyle went home. It was the week that Michael finally decided to expose Kyle's all white alliance and what he said about the cookout. And a lot of old people been dragging me on Facebook. I don't even know why I respond to people on Facebook because Facebook seemed to be very conservative and they was here for the all white alliance. So I don't even know I responded to those comments. They've been dragging me all over Facebook. I'm a racist because I'm against Kyle and whatever. Whatever. I had to take a Big Brother break because like this video now where we're laughing and having a good time, story time, all that. That's how I like to be online. I like to have fun. I don't want to be on here angry because of racism or colorism or sexism, whatever, or just bullshit. I don't mind calling out bullshit every once in a while. I know there are Black content creators who I don't want to say they feel it's their responsibility to talk about these subjects, or if they just feel that they want to talk about these subjects. But in certain subjects, I don't like to talk about me personally. One, I think last week a lot of that shit really hit close to home talking about it so much, and I didn't want to. And two, I just don't like to be angry. I don't. I like to talk about these shows for the strategy, for the fun, the shits and giggles, the mess. I don't mind some mess, but not anger. So I took a Big Brother break. But let's get into the strategy of it all now that Kyle is gone. Michael is the new HOH. I mean, damn. And if y'all don't know, I'm just going to spoil it. I'm sure most of you all are on Twitter with me. And you already know that Michael is the damn veto winner as well. So, gosh, Michael has already beat Janelle's record for the most vetoes he's beaten some records already. And I think he's almost beaten the most competition wins in a Big Brother season, period. And the fact that at this double eviction, Michael isn't even target number one is crazy. I heard that Taylor is back to being the next target because Turner and Monty think they have a final four with Michael and Brittany. This house is crazy. I've heard Monty is back on everyone's shit list because he told Taylor he had a sex dream about her and he wished he would have acted on it sooner, and Taylor shut him down. So now he's mad at Taylor and wants to target Taylor. When I heard the shit on Twitter the first time, I thought it was fake news. I'm like, it doesn't sound like somebody would be like, oh, that shit you say in middle school. Oh, I had a sex dream about you. Or, high school. Oh, I had a sex. Like, who says that? I mean, I know they're young, but who says that? So, Terrence is trying to be buddy with Taylor now that his ass is on the line. He wants a vote and he wants to pull that black card, but Taylor, please don't do it. Please vote Terrence's ass out. Out. Yeah, last week was definitely a lot and annoying if you just like the race talk and everything. I like to say what I have to say and be done with it, but it seemed like every conversation last week was about the race. And I'm the type, when I see racism and I deem somebody doing something racist, okay, I see you and I move accordingly. I don't want to have a think piece discussion about it all week. Now, I don't mind listening to other people's opinions, but when I talk about it, sometimes I might get too passionate and I get to angry talk, and I don't like to angry talk a lot. So that's why I kind of just took a break last week, because I'm like, I've already said what I had to say about Kyle. I don't have to say this shit every day. Like, once is enough. They should have backdoored him this week. Backdoored who? We can't backdoor Michael because he the HOH. Oh, they should have backdoored Monty. Michael seems to like the Brochella Alliance, the people that were inside the house, Taylor and Monty. So I don't think he would have backdoored Monty. He should have backdoored Turner. The fact that Michael didn't backdoor Turner, who Turner is, I don't care what kind of alliance they put together. If Turner wins this double, he putting Michael's ass on the block. I'm telling you, Thursday night, Michael can't win HOH. If Michael does not win the veto Thursday night and he does not go home, everyone in that house deserves to lose. I don't care who the HOH is. If Michael does not win veto Thursday night and he's still sitting in the house Thursday night, everyone deserves to fucking lose the game. Period. I don't care about this theory. Oh, whoever gets Michael out going out the next week. That's not necessarily true. Because everybody can play in this damn veto. You can't wait to final 3, final 4 and want to take a shot at Michael, who has won a competition, if not 2 competitions, every week since the beginning of this show. You're going to lose. Thursday is the shot for me. Thursday is the shot. If he don't win that veto, send his ass home. And if you don't, I'm rooting for Michael to win. Yeah, he's 1 comp win to beat the record, and it's only final 7. Others made their records around final 7. Y'all good at these Big Brother stats. I know he beat Janelle in something because Janelle congratulated him, but he on his way for the second one. Now, Dr. Ivy, I heard about Brittany, and if you all don't believe me, go back a couple of videos. I said this probably week 3, week 4, that Brittany needs to go. She talks too much, and whenever her back is up against the wall, she spills everything. She's been doing this shit from the beginning of the game. And let me tell y'all, I like Zingbot. Let's talk about Zingbot real quick. I liked the Zings, but Brittany is the reason why I did not watch the rest of the episode Sunday. We're now at the point of the game where it's 7 people left in the house, which means everybody is going to get a lot of camera time because it's not that much camera time to spread around. Too much Brittany. I was hitting fast forward too much. I was over it. And so I said, you know what? I already know who Michael going to nominate, so I can go ahead and turn this off. Brittany is the reason why I turned the episode off. It's too much. She's annoying. She has to win something. To me, yeah, Brittany is the easiest person to drag along, but she gonna get on your nerve and probably wreck your game, especially Michael's, because I heard that Monty told Michael that Brittany wanted to get him out the house, but Michael should know everybody wants him out the house. This shouldn't be surprising. Michael is a good enough player where he should realize everybody wants him to go. But I'm telling you, if Michael was still sitting here Thursday, I'm telling you, the only way Michael should be sitting in the house Thursday is if he wins that Thursday night veto. And outside of that, I don't care. You telling me Alyssa should go before Michael? Monty should go before Michael? Maybe Taylor. Now, we all love Taylor. We do. But Taylor has a good shot at winning this game. So if Taylor walks out on the double, you know, That's a game move. We gotta stop saying, oh, everybody's yeah, they are mean and horrible to Taylor. But if she walks out on Thursday, that's still a game move. But outside of Taylor, nobody else deserves to go before Michael. Especially if Michael doesn't have a veto. Okay, let me read the comments. It's crazy. First, it was Michael and Brittany for next week. Then Brittany threw Taylor under the bus, and now it's her. But now it's supposedly Alyssa and Michael back onto backdoor and Turner. Miguel, I'm lost. That's why I'm kind of over Big Brother. This is the part of the game where it gets a little bit boring for me, and I'm just ready. Let's get on the finale night. Come on, what we doing here? Because I'm over the people in this house. I only care about Taylor winning. And I really feel like Michael might not have the best chance of winning the game that he thinks. Yes, he has all the competition wins, but does he have the jury? Can he pull the jury? Because a lot of the Black people are mad at him that he waited 2-3 weeks to expose the racism. And then Kyle and Alyssa definitely mad that he got exposed. So, and probably Turner too. I mean, a lot of them was down for the all white shit, but I don't know. Can Michael still win this thing? Also, I think Terrence threatened Michael to taint the jury and get them against him if he sends him home. Terrence doesn't have any pull. Terrence has about as much pull as Turner had at trying to pull Jasmine up that damn tree when she passed out and quit the competition. That's about as much pull as Terrence has. But he can try, He has some valid arguments. They could easily put Michael on the block this week. Michael needs to go home this week. They would have put him on the block. You might as well put him on the block because if he wins veto, he wins veto. But it's best to at least put Michael and Brittany on the block together. So if one win the veto, they can't save the other one. So double eviction Thursday, Michael needs to be sitting on the block, period. I don't care who the damn HOH is. I don't care if it's Brittany. Michael needs to be sitting his ass on the block. If he doesn't win the veto, they literally better say their votes out loud. I don't know who's the target. If Michael does, I guess they don't know that it's a double. And usually people's minds, once Julie says it's a double, all that strategy of the week is out the window because now we can get a big target out like that. And they can't campaign. They can't make no deals. Sit your ass on the block, and if you don't win veto, you gone. They have an opportunity next week because he can't compete for HOH next week. Yes, he can. Because after they do this double eviction, he can't compete for the double. If he doesn't go home at the double, he could still win this next HOH for next week. And that would be some bullshit. Let's get into the zings. Yes, we didn't get into the zings. Brittany and those beady eyes. Zing Box said, Jeepers Creepers, look at them fucking peepers. He ain't curse, but I like to say curse words. And I have to stop. Kamisha says, I'm on my way to 1,000. I'm trying to get monetized and I have to stop cursing this much. And that's going to be a hard challenge because I feel like YouTube is my place where I could be myself because I can't really curse at work and can't really cuss your husband out. I mean, I guess you can, but that's not nice. So this is my place to be free. I'm a mess. But that Brittany one was hilarious because she does have crazy eyes. Like she does look at people weird. The one for Michael was very offensive because he pretty much just said, your face is ugly. And that wasn't nice. I didn't like that one. Taylor, he couldn't read Taylor. She's just an ice queen. Okay, I mean, you could have read her a little bit, but Taylor is fan favorite Nobody want to see Taylor get red. Okay. I did. I mean, it's a game. Give her a read. Who next? Monty is boring. Facts. Facts. Terrence is a fossil. Facts. And it shouldn't, my feelings should be hurt because he only a few years older than me, but fuck it. It's still a fact. Alyssa, oh, he broke Alyssa down. And I forgot what he said. But he broke Alyssa down. Damn it, I can't remember what he said about Alyssa. Put it in the chat if you remember, because I forgot. But I knew it was good. And who else? And the Jeepers Peepers. And Turner was smelly, which is a fact. I mean, I guess they really weren't that good after I just broke them down again. Yeah, they really weren't that good. The only ones that was good was Alyssa's and the Jeepers Peepers girl. Them was the only two real good ones for me. They need to let me do the gene. Right, they were kind of light, but it is PG. It is not daytime, but primetime television. I would have broke it down a little bit further too. Maybe I might do a Spaces where we just all put our zings out there. I was out of town. I should have did the Spaces Sunday night, but I didn't watch the episode till yesterday. I'm ready for Taylor and Joseph. I don't really care about Taylor and I know some of y'all love showmances. I'm not the one. Though I am. Congratulations to Baggy and Swaley. Bailey and Swaggy. They just had their little girl. She told us the baby name on one of her YouTube videos, and I forgot it, but congratulations to those two. Hey, Stormy. Michael's going to win, especially if he's up against Alyssa, Brittany, or Terrence. Well, Terrence getting ready to go home. I think he wins against Monty as well. The only competition Michael has is Taylor. The only competition. They would make some stunning babies. Who? Taylor and Joseph. I guess. I mean, y'all like it. I'm gonna let y'all like it. Yeah, Jasmine passed out. He could still win. That's why if Michael wins this veto, then send Brittany home, because they'll have to bring someone that will beat him to the end, like Taylor or Monty. Y'all think Monty can beat Mike? What has Monty done? What has Monty done? His HOH, he got out who? Nicole? No, he didn't get out Daniel. Who he get out? Nicole? I don't forgot. It was so long ago. Monty hasn't done anything in this game. Really? I mean, really? If we gonna be honest, and all I know how to do is be honest, Taylor ain't really done nothing in this game either. We just love Taylor. Like, I need Taylor to win something, make a game move. Hell, Taylor be the one to get out Michael, or be the one to get out Brittany. Hell, be the one to get out Monty. I don't care. Turner, she needs to win another HOH. She needs to have control of her HOH, because she didn't control the one she had, because she got rid of Indy and she didn't want to. So I need Taylor to make some fucking moves, because at the end of the day, the way we feel about these people, what Michael did, his timing, whatever, he's the only one that I can really say has strategically done something. He took over Turner's HOH. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Michael has to go this double eviction. I agree. Or give him the money. Go ahead and give him the money now. Shit, I'm tired. Can we fast forward to September 21st? Because I'm kind of over it. right about now. I'm tired of hating these people. They all on my fucking nerve. And we know Alyssa is the Victoria. I see my whole point of it all when it comes to second place. If you're going to drag somebody, at least drag somebody you want to have the $75,000, because $75,000 is a lot of money. And I don't feel like Alyssa deserves it at all. I'd rather him drag Amonte. I'd rather him drag Taylor. I'd rather him give that money to Brittany over Alyssa. Hell, even maybe not. No, I don't like Turner no more. But that's why you got to get rid of the Britneys and you got to get rid of the Alyssas. So at least when it comes down to the final four, everybody there can have something to talk about to try to win the game. But as long as Alyssa and Brittany in the game, I don't know. If you can't get rid of Michael Thursday, you better get rid of Brittany. Yeah, I knew the Victoria you was talking about. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe Brittany hadn't heard about her eyes before. Some people are nice. Some people are nice and may have never been read before. I don't know. And then Alyssa being called, that's what it was, dead weight. Yes. That's what she was. He got Alyssa good. She was dead weight. Dead. And useless. Yes, and useless. Oh, that was good. Zingbot got Alyssa good. Mm-hmm. Pretty much campaigning for her to go to the final two. That's what he was doing. It's going to be chaotic during the double eviction. It all depends on who wins. Really, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't really know the status of the house right now. If Brittany wins, it's chaos because Michael is safe. I don't believe Brittany will pull the trigger on Michael right now. And everyone is going to be throwing everyone else under the bus. But anybody else that wins outside of Brittany and Michael asses is going on the block. It has to be that simple. If it's not that simple, I'm turning the episode off. I'm turning it off. Because you got to put Brittany and Michael on the block. And it don't matter who win the veto. The other one goes home. It should be that simple for everyone else in the house. Yes, useless. Ooh, useless. They might as well keep Alyssa because the most she did was... She don't deserve $75,000 for that. No. She deserves to go home a broke. No slut shaming. So she just needs to go home broke. I might do it Zuda. I might have Sheena set it up. And I gotta slide her a cash app and be like, let's do a zing session. Yes, I'm getting with Sheena after this is over. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I heard they called Kyle's comic. Yes, I heard that too. Reptile dysfunction. I can't wait to see the comics. That's going to be funny. Jessica and Cody from 19 were more iconic. Anybody is more iconic than Alyssa and Kyle. Who's checking for Alyssa and Kyle? And I like Jess and Cody. I know some people don't, but I do. I like them. They just had another baby too. A couple of weeks ago. Thank you. See, I was honest. Taylor hasn't done a damn thing. And the one chance she had gave up her power. She hasn't been really entertaining nor strategic, in all honesty. Taylor is entertaining to me. She is the meme queen. I love her being unbothered with her lays. I enjoy Taylor on my television screen. I really do. I don't think she's had a fair chance. I think people in this game have not given her a fair chance. They have talked shit about her, bullied her, been colorist towards her, and she's still standing. And for that, I would give her $750,000. But she needs something on her resume. Another win. Another win where at least she can nominate 2 people. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but Taylor deserves the win. Taylor could have gotten out Michael or Turner on her HOH, but she really could have did something. I don't think that was fair because on her HOH, she was part of an alliance that she believed in. She didn't know her alliance was going to send her boo Joseph home. She didn't know that. This is the time to play selfish and think about yourself, period. Because you don't know none of these people. Ain't none of these people your family, your mama, your daddy, your sister. And I'm not even risking my game for my cousin. So, nope. We're going to fight it out for 750 and then I might break you off some, wink, wink outside of the show. But 750, people like Taylor because they feel sorry for her, if we're honest, off topic. They do. And it's not that I feel sorry for her. Like, if you all watch my fantasy video, me and Charles do Fantasy Big Brother, Fantasy Survivor, Fantasy Challenge every season. We always do it where we pick our favorites. Taylor was my number one pick. I liked Taylor from the pre-interview. I liked the way she thought about the game, and I liked the way she said she was going to play the game. I have always liked Taylor. I think she had an unfair advantage, but she doesn't know that. So, girl, do something. She doesn't know what people been saying about her yet. Monty won something and Taylor won something. What Monty won, he was involved, but it was already groupthink. Who did Monty get out? Nicole. It wasn't Daniel. So I think he got out Nicole, and it was already set up for them to get out Nicole. So it wasn't like he had to plot and plan to get Nicole out. That was always what it was going to be. I think whoever takes out Michael will rank higher and have a shot if that person makes it to the end. I agree. And I will be the one to take the shot because I'm telling you right now, if you wait to the final 4 or the final 3, yeah, you missed your shots. Because the way Michael is winning competitions right now, the probability of him winning that shit closer to the end is much higher. Take your shot now while it's a double. He can't get in your ear and whisper some good strategy in your ear. Get his ass out on Thursday. That's a fact. And I said she don't deserve $70,000 for that. I could see either Brittany going first, then maybe Turner. I don't care the order. Get Michael out first. Get Michael out and then worry about everybody else, the pieces, however they may fall. Because if Michael goes, imagine who could be the next comp beast if Michael goes. Maybe Taylor is the next huge veto winner if Michael is gone. Maybe Monty is. Who knows? But you know who has the best chance of winning if he's not gone? Michael does. So get his ass out. Okay, so let's move on from Big Brother. I feel like we talked about that enough because I do want to get into the Challenge USA because I did watch this episode and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do Ostella. And I was like, I kind of want to talk about the challenge before this next episode because that was a good episode. So many talking points. And I listened to Da'Vonne and Da'Vonne. What's the other child name? I forgot her name. Da'Vonne. Devin. That's what it is. Da'Vonne, Devin, and Desi was the guest this week. That was a really great interview they did with Desi. I learned a lot of information, and I believe everything Desi said on that podcast. And let's get into it because I want to know, do you think Desi made a good move? Did she make a bad move? Is Angela a secret strategic genius? Are the Fab Five idiots? Let's talk about it. So The Challenge USA, we finally hear about this alliance called the Fab Five, which the core of the Fab Five is Desi, Kayla, and Justine. Based on the podcast, Desi said a lot of people weren't fucking with Sarah because Sarah was threatening to quit the show every other day. And Cachet had rubbed a lot of people wrong when Cinco was around because she kind of blew up on all the girls. Like she went off on Desi for talking to Cinco, and she went off on Justine for talking to Cinco. And a lot of people weren't really fooling with Cachet because she was Cinco crazy. Like you couldn't even talk to the man. If you talked to the man, you was flirting with him, and she had a problem. So when they start shouting out the Fab Five, Desi was kind of like, Fab Five, oh, I guess. Mostly because none of the people in the Fab Five trusted Angela or Alyssa. So when you think about the Fab Five, you got to put not even a grain of salt. You got to put a whole teaspoon, tablespoon of salt in that. That really wasn't an alliance. That was kind of like a let's shout it out to be shouting it out. And if you notice, the ones shouting it out were the two people that were ostracized, which was Cachet and Sarah. So we get to the daily challenge. It's one of those Connect Four challenges where you got to run up stadium, go through the bleachers, find your token, bring it back down, Connect Four. But people can either choose to use their color tokens to get a Connect Four or flip their token over to the black side and block anybody they want to block. Desi let me know on the podcast that everyone had to block. It wasn't like you could just use your 4 in a row. You had to flip it over one time to black and block somebody. So this is the perfect time for the Fab Five to have a little meeting, if there really was a Fab Five, and say, hey, we want Angela to lose. Us 4 are going to get down on Angela. Desi, you go ahead and win the shit. And then whoever win it, we sending Sarah in, period, because she ain't got no money. That could have been one strategic plan. But that tells you how the Fab Five is not really an alliance. They're kind of just a shout out, like I said. Angela is becoming a threat. Angela is a threat. Angela to me, and you know I don't like Angela. But when we get to this winner circle conversation, I'm going to give her a little bit of praise. And that's going to be hard to do. But anyway, so Sarah is losing her mind. Hey, can you guys black out Angela? Why can't you black out Angela? You know she's putting some on my towel. And the funniest part of the episode is she's whining and crying, and Angela is running right past her like, bitch, I don't care. I don't care. We blacking you out. Angela and Alyssa said, F the competition. Sarah's losing. We don't care about Connect Four. We want Sarah in elimination. And Angela is a mini genius for this because she knew no matter which man won, none of the men were throwing her and Alyssa into elimination based on the alliance she made last week. So she didn't care nothing about not getting Connect Four because she knew me and Alyssa, Sarah is losing, and we not going in, period. They knew the shit because of the alliance. Now, last week, you know, I read that alliance down. I said, they dumb for thinking that's a real deal. Who ain't nobody about to protect Angela over Desi? And like, look. Angela put that thing together. And you got to give credit where credit is due. Like the person or dislike the person. She put that alliance together. She put it together where she was like, look, because the men know 9 times out of 10, Angela winning that shit next week. Now, I kind of hope she don't. So her and Sarah could do an elimination on that last girls one, but we shall see. That's up in the air. But if we looking at the probability, Sarah hasn't won anything. So am I going to protect Sarah, who has not won anything and probably won't win anything? Or am I going to put my chips on Angela's basket where she can protect me because she probably will win? Angela put that thing together. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Sarah loses. Now, mind you, Sarah doing all this huffing and puffing. Oh, blackout. Why you guys want blackout Angela Square? Can you please put a blackout on Angela Square? And the funniest thing is, Desi said Angela Square was the closest to the entrance. So everybody had to black out somebody's square, period, before you can get Connect Four. And Angela's was the easiest to throw your black one on, and they still didn't black out her square. Poor Sarah. Because I do like Sarah too. But anyway, Danny wins it. Kiki, do you love me? Yes, because you got your money to run TJ's final. And Desi wins for her second time. Sarah is boastful, like, yeah, bitch, you might have got me an elimination, but Desi gonna have your ass on the floor. My bitch, the Fab Five in the tribal council or whatever it's called. And you know, Danny gives the shade of the season. It takes two. I don't know what you celebrating for, but Sarah probably thought she had Survivor, but she doesn't. Now, mind you, if I was Sarah, I wouldn't give a damn who they threw down there. You broke. You can't go to TJ's final. If anything, you need to be thanking Angela, because if Angela was a real bitch, she probably would have made sure somebody else lost and then told they asses, don't even throw your ass in there so you can't get your money. But she did you a favor and at least let you go elimination and try to get your money. But whatever. Sarah is dumb. Let me read this comment that says Sarah is dumb, because I agree. I felt like Sarah was complaining for no reason for somebody who needed to be in elimination. All I can say is Sarah is dumb, because going into elimination, right, it's what you wanted. Last week you was begging to go against Enzo, but now you scared to go against Cache, Alyssa. I mean, Justine ain't no punk. Kayla. Only one that would have gave you a run for your money was maybe Justine. And it ain't no guarantee. I don't think Sarah would have beat Angela on that hamster wheel. She probably would have beat Alyssa. But you was begging to go down there against Angela, and you probably wouldn't have beat Angela on that little wheel. And Angela is stupid for, I just said, Miguel, we was reading each other mind. And Angela is stupid for helping Sarah go into elimination, because she could have been gone. Right, but see, what Sarah wanted was for her alliance to put themselves at jeopardy and let her win. Sarah wanted to win. She wanted to get her $5,000 and she wanted to be safe. Bitch. We'll help you get your $5,000, but you're going to have to go to the proving ground and get it. But I'm not about to risk going to the proving ground just so you could be safe and win. Nuh-uh, Sarah. See, Sarah wanted too much. Nobody did. Sarah was begging everybody. Begging. And they didn't. And Angela's board was right by the entrance. Angela was running past her 3 times. Killed. Right. Angela was if Angela really wanted to win, I think she could have won this shit. But I think Angela was like, fuck that. I want to make sure Sarah loses. I think both of their hatred for each other really screwed the strategy, because if Angela was smart, she would have won this shit and then blocked Sarah from the elimination, because I believe there's only one more girls elimination, and if Sarah don't have her money, Sarah could go ahead and go home. That should have been the strategy if I'm a bitch that don't want you to be in the finals with me. But I think both of them didn't use their best mind because they don't like each other. And she was thinking, well, I want her to go elimination. Who you think? I mean, as much as Sarah ain't did shit on the daily, who do you think Sarah is really going to lose to in one of these eliminations. I only see Desi or Justine. Everybody else, Sarah washes. But anyway, let's get to. I'm gonna get back to the yes, Justine is the dark horse of the show. I think Justine has a good opportunity to win the finale. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. But let's get on to the winner's circle. In the winner's circle, Sarah tell Desi and them, oh, hell, if I can't have Angela, throw ahead and throw Alyssa down there, but that's it. Danny says, we in the alliance with them. We forgot to tell you, Desi, but we in the alliance. Desi should have known it was bullshit, and I don't even really want to go through the back and forth. Desi was pushing for Angela, which is best for Desi's game. On the female side, which I really don't like how the men are dominating the game. It's kind of like the Challenge MTV where the men dominate even on who they want the women to go in. And I don't think that's fair. I feel like if it's a women's elimination, the woman should have the final vote on who goes in. Like if it's a tie, it should be, okay, well, Desi, you the woman who you want to go in. And the same thing on the male elimination. If it's a tie, then Danny, who you want to go in. That should be how it is. But I'm going to 100% bet that if there was a tie, Desi would have had to go in, and Desi said, fuck it, I ain't going in. Bye, Cachet, because Desi already wasn't fucking with Cachet no way. That's what she said on the podcast. Now, she didn't say none of that about the tie situation, but I believe that was the case because they all said, well, what's going to happen if it's a tie? That's the one part of this game that's unfair because the best game move for Desi would have been like, these two are the next strongest females outside of me. So if one of them go home, that's a better chance of me getting further in the final. And I think Desi was robbed of that opportunity. But that goes back to Angela's Genius Alliance. And hopefully, I hope this gets a second season only because I like the Challenge USA because it's people that I know and I love. And I hope if they come back, we see more people crossing over shows, making deals, making alliances. I thought it was a great move. She's doing good on this season. I still got hope for Kayla. We shall see. I mean, I ain't too mad at Kayla because, like I said, Amazing Race do a lot of running. So she could do good. Her show she just came off of is The Amazing Race, and she's good at different things and puzzles. I agree. So I just don't know. A little bit. To me, Angela and Tyson are the favorites. Like nobody's beating Angela or Tyson. So can we go ahead and just get to the finale? That's it. She's the last Amazing Racer standing. She is, which gives me, she's an easy target for that last female elimination. Like whoever comes in last, which will probably be Alyssa, dumbass. It might not be, but she gives me an easy target for that last elimination. Like, oh, you're the last Amazing Racer here, so go ahead and go in. Ain't nobody be mad if Kayla goes in. Right. They did all that to Sarah for her to win her elimination. I mean, if Sarah couldn't run faster than Cachet on that hamster wheel, she deserved to go home. You sitting up here talking about you run marathon after marathon after marathon. If you couldn't run faster than Cachet on that hamster wheel, she deserved to go home. They should have put Angela versus Sarah in early or Desi versus Sarah to get her out. Agreed. But when was they going to put Angela in? She was winning everything. Desi doesn't owe Danny anything. I agree. That's why I say it had to be that tie situation where how TJ told Zach and Amanda that one time, if y'all can't decide, bring y'all asses down here. And Zach just brought his ass down there. I believe they found out the rules and Desi was like, I ain't going down there. So bye, Cachet. Because to me, Desi should have been able to put Angela in. I'm still hoping for it. We never know. Only one girl and one guy winning this season. And if I have my pick, I'm gonna pick Angela and Tyson. Who y'all picks? I give Justine a close second. It all depends. Everything come down to this damn eating challenge because Angela is real prissy. You know, I don't know how Angela gonna do on this eating. The eating challenge determines everything on the final, win or lose. And a lot of the only woman I really see golfing it all down is Sarah's crazy ass. So you never know. You never know. At this point, Desi was already safe because who's going to go against her in elimination? Look, I can see if Angela wins that final female challenge, I can see a situation where she throw Desi down there against Sarah. I don't see Angela keeping her promise to Desi at all. I could see her throwing Sarah or Desi or both of them down there in the final elimination. It was done because now Sarah and Angela are still in, and you have to go up against them in the eliminations and in the final. Agreed. Because Alyssa not about to win this final. Justine could be competition, and one more girl has to go home. And I kind of feel like, based on the super trailer, it's gonna be Kayla. Because I still kind of see Alyssa hanging out in the super trailer. I was wrong. I was all on Kamisha's channel talking about, Cache coming back because I saw Cache in the super trailer. That wasn't Cache, that was David. But they both had bald heads. So I'm sorry. Sorry, Cache, but that was David. So I was wrong. I can see putting in Alyssa or Angela in the next girl's elimination. I don't think it's going to happen, but we shall see. I think it's going to be all three of them. I think it's going to be Desi. I think it's going to be everybody but Kayla. And then we just got to see what happens in the finals. Everyone has money, and we still got to think of the last place going in. Like next week, I feel like it's going to be Enzo or David going home. Survivor guys are going to stand strong. Honestly, the edit did kill me for that elimination. That elimination was boring. It was just running on a hamster wheel. In the first round, Cache couldn't even get her hamster wheel started. They should have made the girls doing a rope elimination that would have been good. That Kyla and Ozzy did. That hamster wheel was kind of stupid. It was really stupid. Tyson definitely, but probably Angela. Yeah, I think my picks are still going to be Tyson and Angela. They're so. I think that's going to be there. Also, maybe eliminations that could do for future seasons. Don't do the hamster wheel in the future season. I ain't like that one. Mm-mm. But we haven't got a pole wrestle. I feel like the eliminations this season haven't been as physical. Like they did do a hall brawl, but they haven't been as physical as eliminations are usually on the main cast. Like I want to see a pole wrestle, a hall brawl. I want to see them do physical things. Really go at each other. Show me your physical strength. Everything can't be a fucking puzzle or build a blocks and put your toe in a water hole. Like, ugh. They should keep the elimination for Amanda that Amanda and Josh did. I like that one. That's the one where they had to keep jumping for something. I think they had to keep ringing the bell so many times. That was a good elimination. Y'all don't get to quote me. My memory bad. My memory is bad. I love to see Danny do a rope elimination that Colin did. Yeah, but that one is all about knots. The strategy for that elimination is who can make the best knots. It's not about who can undo the ropes the fastest. It's who could twist you up the hardest. So you got to have the strategy in the beginning right for that one. I did like the Ninja versus Laurel only because Laurel was celebrating her ass still lost. So I do like Laurel. Come back, Laurel. Once again, another season where we only care about the women's game, and I'm not mad at it. Because the men are kind of boring. Tyson is running things over there. And to me, if y'all don't put y'all never put Tyson in, what's the point? All of y'all want Tyson to win. They should let me choose the eliminations. Me too, Andrew. Me too. It should be a call in. We should vote every week if we want a pole wrestle, a puzzle, a water challenge. I don't know. But you all, this been a good hour, a good catch up. I feel like I hit every show, a little bit of story time. I've had a good time. I do need to. It's 8:00. I'm probably gonna go wash my face and make me something to eat and get on Twitter Spaces for the rest of the night. I'm probably gonna hit up Sheena and be like, "Girl, how much I got to cash up you for you to set up this space so we can zing people?" Look out for that if she's not busy. If not, I guess I could start it too. I got to get back into starting Twitter Spaces. I do. I have to get out of my comfort zone. I'm so used to YouTube, but Twitter Spaces is a ton of fun. And if you all see me on Twitter, you know I'm always on there talking, having a good time. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to relax for the evening, get on Twitter. Hopefully I'll see you all over there. If not, I will be back Friday night for Ostella. Of course, Sunday night is Kitchen Table Talk. And until then, any other shows like Bell Collective, anything else that I have not caught up on, I apologize. I'm not going to catch up on it this week because I'm getting back into the gym tomorrow and Thursday. I have to get my gym time back in. So I'll catch up on Bell Collective and all of that stuff this weekend. So go ahead and like this video. Hit subscribe. Your girl is on her way to 1,000. I'm almost there. And until Friday, bye.